Alright folks, BGA's Idiot, we are back. Criminal case on Facebook. Case 23 apiece and dead quiet. We're in South Asia. It's time to get on with this. Well, Ace, I don't know what to say. Finding the person who chopped off Lam Wen's arm and left him to die is proving to be a tough task. Oh my gosh, Decky's gone wild at the festival site. Things are getting out of hand. Decky, you mean the victim's adopted daughter is acting out? She seemed so demure when we first met her. Well, maybe things changed when she has had too much to drink. Well, we better get to the festival site and talk Decky down before she does something crazy. Heard of India, but only at the end of pets. Interesting. That's... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wikipedia. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Say my name. Pikarushi? Whoa. Yeah, I believe the necklace is going to be a clue too. Anywho. Nice with the first comment. I'm free! I'm free! Whoa, girl, you can barely stand up. Why don't you take some deep breaths? Deep breaths? Deep breaths? You sound like Lam Wen. I had enough of him, and I've had enough of you. I was always cooking and cleaning, other wifely duties. Wifely duties? Well, that's a weird term for his adopted daughter to use. Oh, I shouldn't say anymore. Besides, I think I'm gonna be sick. Tasha's always teased me for not being able to hold my Shang, as if he never gets drunk. Well, don't go too far without drowning your sorrows, Decky. We may need to ask you more questions. Uh-oh. The plot thickens. Decky's behavior is so extreme. When we first met her, she seemed so demure. Maybe there's more to her than we thought. I wonder if the change in Decky is just her way of rebelling, or if it's how she's coping with the grief. Regardless, Ace, we need more clues and fast if we're going to find the killer. You're right. Let's take a closer look at the festival site. Well, I can definitely see Decky be... I can definitely see her being the murderer. Just because if he was forcing her to do wifely duties, it upset her greatly, I'm sure. There we go. Sunglasses, oranges, open wooden box. See the Buddha head up here and the flag of Bhutan. What are those torn pieces of silk? Well, I'm sure we'll have a better idea once you piece them together. That box you found has the name of the victim on it. Let's see what's inside. Oh, no way. This box is holding the victim's nail clippings. If you want a sample of those, I'll leave collecting them to you. Oh, that makes me sick. That's nasty. Oh. That's just not right. You gotta sample the victim's nail clippings from the box. Why on earth would anyone keep their nail clippings? Maybe someone thinks they're sacred or something. I don't know what you hope to get from them, but if you want to stick those fingernails under a microscope, that's all you. That's nasty. I don't like nail clippings. At all. Nice. So you piece together those silk scraps. It looks like some kind of quilt. But wait, did somebody scribble all over the silk? Doesn't the scribble face kind of look like the victim's? You're right. I bet DuPont will know what the fabric is, and if it's normal that someone doodled all over it. I'm gonna throw it out there as a wild guess that you're not supposed to be doodling on these things. Alright, so what we got here? That sucked. I thought there was one. Aha. Oh, that's disgusting. Wait a second. How did Averly Worthington's DNA get on our victim's disgusting fingernails? Well, she had been helping the victim with holistic medicine, you're right. We better talk to Miss Worthington right away. That's a little odd. So, Miss Worthington, how exactly did your DNA get mixed in with the nail clippings of Lam Nguyen? I can totes explain. I was applying the turmeric paste for his arthritis, and that nasty lech grabbed me. He grabbed you? Well, that's pretty wild behavior for a monk. I know, right? He grabbed so hard that he scratched my skin. He even ripped the tunic I was wearing. The whole thing was really freaky, and it made me question my path in holistic medicine. But at least the incident brought me closer to the guru. When I told the guru what happened, he was so shocked that he offered to mend my tunic for me. But I couldn't let him do such menial work. I sewed it back together myself. We know that you'd do anything to get in the guru's good books. Here's hoping that that didn't include murder. Oh, snap. Alright guys, looks like we got 9 hours. Gotta grab some stars. I'll see you guys back here. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Criminal Case on Facebook. Where do I live? I live in America. That's where I live. Let's finish this off. Well, to see this beautiful silk appliqué defaced is absolutely heartbreaking for this cultural expert. Je vous le dis. This appliqué was to be part of the thongral that is shown every year at the Tsechu Festival. A thongral? What on earth is that? It's a religious image. In Bhutan, it depicts Padmasambhava, the Buddhist sage who founded the Tiger Nest Monastery. So I'm guessing the doodling on it to make it look like the victim is not part of the tradition. Bien sûr je non. Absolutely not. To deface this thongral is a heinous act. The question is, who did it? Good point, Ace. Druck was in a management position overseeing the festival. Maybe he'll know about this. Let's go talk to him. For sure. TFTBL. I don't know what that means. Yep, a lot of times your comments will get featured. It does tend to happen. So Druck, Senior Trooper Ace was wondering if you knew anything about that defaced part of the thongral we found. I do. I didn't mention the defacement before because I didn't want to dishonor Lam Nguyen, but he did it. He knew I'd have to tear that silk off and start the sewing all over again on the thongral. Why would Lam Nguyen want to sabotage the festival? Lam Nguyen wasn't mad exactly, but he was highly unorthodox. He said that scribbling his face on Padmasambhava was a lesson in non-attachment. Put me in charge of the festival and then put obstacles in my path in every turn. But I realize now that he wanted to teach me humility. And did you learn the lesson, Druck, or did you just lose your cool? At least we know where to find you if we have any more questions. With your on-screen video recorder, I use Camtasia. Seems like the victim may not have been the holy man we thought he was. After all, he did trick the guru into drinking alcohol. On top of that, he assaulted Averly. His relationship with his adopted daughter Decky seemed to have less fatherly than we thought. There's so much more to this than meets the eye, Ace. We need more clues to zero in on the killer. Let's go back to the crime scene. Ooh, I bet you we're gonna find the axe. Because we have yet to find the axe. And the murder weapon, generally speaking, is important. Generally speaking. Thanks. That's really thoughtful. I appreciate those little kind words. I do try. Around whetstone. There it is. There's the whetstone. Interesting. So where's the axe? The axe has got to be around here. It's got to be bloody, probably. Nope. All right. Well, let's go with onions, flute. Flute. A Buddha head. Chest. That's probably. I don't know. Shoes. Oh man, the one time I really stink, you're gonna give me an extra. Yep, I knew it. Extra points on the time that I really stunk it up. The chest you found is locked. Why would anyone leave a locked chest in the middle of a mountain path? Think you can unlock it? And is that a whetstone? Those are usually for sharpening knives, but this one is round. So what's it for? Check my phone. Looks like this time a whetstone is better suited for axes. The killer must use it to sharpen the murder weapon. And you're right, there's bluish powder on this whetstone. This could be key evidence. We'll need a sample of it and fast. You know me, man. I would do this so fast, especially if I didn't have to wait. Oh, I thought that was so it. Nope, it's this one. Ace, the axe you found in the chest has to be the murder weapon. Look at the blood. There's some yellow paste on it too. That paste could help us catch the killer. Lars will know what it is. Let's go. Boom. Boom shakalaka laka boom shakalaka laka boom boom. Oh yeah. How much you want to bet this is the necklace that I kept pointing out? Sweet. You got a sample of blue powder from the killer's whetstone. Let's rush it to Lars. Totes. Anyways, guys, I gotta grab some stars. I will see you guys back here. It's been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's get on with the rest of the game. Ace, you're right on time. Knock, knock. Man, what the heck is wrong with this? Okay, Lars, seriously, how could a knock-knock joke help? Okay, fine. Who the frickin' frack is there? Turquoise. Oh, spare me. It's turquoise who? Turquoise is the prettiest color. It's a scientifically prove it. Get it? Scientific? Scientific? Anyways, the powder Ace collected from the whetstone came from the semi-precious stone turquoise. From the powder's distribution, I ventured that the killer was wearing this whetstone and scratched a turquoise object on it, probably a large bead. So the killer wears a large bead. Well, we're getting closer to wrapping up this case, Ace. This is true. Yeah, cool. Glad I led you to Criminal Case. It's a really fun game. I definitely enjoy it. And you guys share it to other people. Share this video. You know, people maybe get into it, realize it's a lot of fun, and they can start from the beginning. Hey, my lovely wife compared the chop marks on the victim to axe blade. It's a 100% match. Great job finding the murder weapon, Ace. I know what you're thinking. What's better than finding the murder weapon, right? What could be better than not getting on my last nerve, Lars? Oh my gosh. Man, Andrea. Man, there's just a lot of women in this one that are just really, like, angry, Spice. Well, Ace also brought in more evidence. The yellow paste on the axe was a mixture of turmeric, sandalwood, and rosewater. A combination of plants used to treat scars in Ayurvedic medicine. Ugh. So the killer was treating a scar, huh? Well, maybe that scar will make them look tough enough for prison, right, Ace? Alright, so I don't think it's Ezra because I don't recall him having a scar. Ace, we need all the evidence we need to arrest Lam Yuen's killer. Let's end this. Maybe it's, I don't think it's Decky. I think it's the organizer. I think it's the organizer. It's this guy. We'll see, but it's definitely not him. No scar. She has a scar, could be, but she doesn't have a necklace. Scar necklace. No scar necklace. Scar. Oh! It's the guy that has been looking guilty this whole time. Interesting. Oh, man, you know what? I guarantee you he probably found out about the Master and Decky. Tashi, signature brace is arresting you for the murder of Lam Yuen. What? I would never do my biggest benefactor any harm. Well, the hiking boots you wear say otherwise, Tashi. Haven't you noticed I live on the edge of a cliff? What other shoes could I possibly wear up here? Well, you don't have to wear a turquoise bead around your neck to live up here. Turquoise bead? Haven't you seen the bead on the guru guy? He wears one too. Ah, but Om Padmasana never left Ayurvedic scar treatment all over the handle of the murder weapon. I don't get it, Tashi. You were almost done with your 3-year trial. Why kill Lam Win right before you could marry Deki? Because he would never have let me marry Deki. He had taken her as his own wife. Whoa, so Lam Win turned his adopted daughter into his wife? So that's what Deki meant by wifely duties. Once I overheard him talking to Deki, not like a father, but like a dirty old man. But I could hear in her voice that she didn't like his words. When I heard the way he talked to her, I knew I had to save her from him by any means necessary. Wow, I understand how shocking that discovery must have been, but chopping him up was not the best way to deal with it. You're under arrest. Hey, Mr. Tashi, you're charged with the murder of Lam Win, whose arm you chopped off with an axe. I had to save Deki from him so we could get married. You had to save a woman from him? Aren't monks celibate? He was not a normal monk. He used people. He hurt people. Well, I understand that your intention was to help this woman, but murder is never the answer. Tashi, this court sentences you to 10 years in prison. Even if Deki doesn't wait for me to get out of prison, it was worth it to know that she's free. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad that we saw this murder, Ace, but I have to wonder how the victim changed from a holy man to someone who would assault young women and marry his own daughter. Still, Tashi shouldn't have resorted to murder, even if it was to save Deki. Hey Ace, a red flag has popped up on one of the Guru's accountants. He's been transferring large sums of money, enough to be highly suspicious. I knew he couldn't be here just for his personal development. He's shady. Time to get back on that so-called Guru's case. Nice, 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 nice. We are gonna get this guy in the last case. I know we are. Maybe he gets murdered. We shall see. See you guys in the additional investigation. Been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.